Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So today we're going to be talking about one of the worst pistols that you can get in terms of future trade-in value. If you have one of these or you're thinking about getting one, only expect to get maybe 30% of what you actually paid for it back. It's that bad, and it's all because of this little guy right here. So let's go ahead and talk about one of the worst guns for depreciation. This video is sponsored by Aura, which is perfect for my audience because I know you guys care about protecting yourselves and your data. So what is Aura? Aura is identity theft protection and insurance, home monitoring, a VPN password management, and antivirus software, all combined into one easy-to-use app. Now, Aura monitors the dark web for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers, and alerts you within 24 hours if they've been exposed. Now, when it comes to fraud, every second counts, and Aura will notify you 4 times faster than their competitors. And Aura even has an antivirus software which will block malware and viruses before they infect your computer. So start a free 2-week trial, and during that 2-week trial, you can already see if your information has been leaked on the dark web. It's free to do that, so just go check it out and see if any of your information has been leaked. And you can also see why they are rated excellent on Trustpilot, which I think is pretty cool. So again, check out aura.com/CopperJacketTV. And I also want to say a big thank you to this channel sponsor, which is the USCCA. Click that link down below. It's 100% risk-free. They have a money-back guarantee. But I'm telling you right now, the self-defense liability insurance they offer with your membership is 100% worth it. So definitely check it out. Okay, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. And I'll grab the pistol that I think has probably the worst depreciation that I've ever seen. And that is going to be the SIG 938. And I'm sure everybody out there right now who owns a 938 that ever thought they might get rid of it is probably like, oh no. But let me explain to you exactly what happened here. So this is my wife's 938. It's a beautiful little pistol, single stack, 9mm, hammer fired. It's all metal construction, 2-tone stainless slide. It's got the really nice wood grips. It has the fiber optic sights, and she upgraded the screws. And she only used it for maybe 40 rounds. She just didn't like how poppy this thing was. There's a lot of people who say that. Single stack, kind of small, super subcompact, right? And so the recoil does feel a little bit stronger, and it's hard to stay on target, so she wanted to trade it in for something else. Well, when she went to trade this thing in, the best she could get was $200 for it. Now, just to give you guys an example, I think we paid upwards of about $700 for this right here. So it was about $700. So you're talking about getting $200 back for something that costs $700 and it's almost brand new. And that's not just from one source. That's from multiple sources that she tried. And so at that point, you just kind of keep it, because for $200, you might as well just have something that looks pretty, because it's just not worth that value. So $200. Well, why is that? Well, everybody pretty much had the same thing to say. Once the 365 hit the market, it pretty much made those other single stacks irrelevant, and nobody's picking them up, even the used ones. Now, you know what's crazy? Only about 2 years ago or so, you'd have been able to trade this in and get about 75% of your value. So over the past couple years, that's a massive drop in value. And it's not just because of the 365. The 365 kind of started it, but it wasn't until other competitors started hitting the market that these right here started becoming more and more irrelevant. So you have things now like 365, you have the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9 Plus, you have the Springfield Hellcat, all which hold 10, 12, 15 rounds. So capacity is much higher, and it's also a better value. You're looking at saving maybe 100 or 150 on something like this versus something like this. So when somebody's, Googling through the case right there and they're looking at what their options are, a lot of times this just gets pushed to the side. It costs more, it holds less, and it weighs about the same, and it's about the same size, so people just tend to gravitate towards these now. So even though this right here is a beautiful piece, and it's definitely, this thing is really nice, it's just not what people are picking up. And I'm telling you right now, if stores can't move them, they're not going to offer you much for them. And so that's kind of why the value on this thing dropped so fast over the past couple of years. And we're not just talking about the 938. The 938 is definitely the worst that I've ever tried to trade in, or my wife's ever tried to trade in terms of value. But this is going to apply to just about every other single stack subcompact 9mm that's out there, other than maybe the Glock 43, which still seems to have good numbers and still seems to turn over and still seems to move. So it seems like, as far as what the single stacks are that still go, it's going to be the Glock 43 and the Glock 43X. Other single stack 9mm, they're just they're just not moving. And so if you were planning on getting one, just know you're not going to get your money back for it. And if you have one and you're thinking about trading it in, maybe try another means, to get rid of it. I don't know. Regardless, it's just only worth now about 30% of what it was when it was originally purchased, even when it's in great condition like this. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you have one on hand, a single stack subcompact 9mm that is not a Glock 43, just prepare to take a loss. So I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was amazing that we tried to turn this thing in or trade it in and got offered, the best offer we got was $200. That to me is just, it's crazy, but hey, that is how it is. I mean, if the market ever changes and you see a big shortage come by, that might be a time, where they're looking to get whatever inventory they can get. They might pay more for it then. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and you guys have a great day.